Hey guys, welcome to this episode of Walking with Pete. I just thought I'd share with you a funny blonde moment I had, and blonde moment is a phrase that we use in English where I guess I should start from the start. Women who have blonde hair are often considered to be ditzy or sort of less than intelligent. It's obviously not the case, but it's one of those stereotypes that goes around, and so we have those sayings in English like a blonde moment, where you're effectively likening whatever it is that moment was to something that someone blonde would do when they forgot something, or they didn't understand something, or they were just stupid. So it's sort of hard to explain without sounding mean, but when you say, oh, I had a blonde moment, it's like you're saying you did something dumb, you did something stupid, you forgot something. And my blonde moment for today was walking outside of my house, having the video on, playing around, and thinking for a second, touching my pocket and being like, oh my god, where's my phone? Meanwhile, it's right here. I was holding it. So that was my blonde moment for the day. I hate when that happens. It happens a few times a year. Anyway, what do I want to talk to you guys about today on this episode of Walking with Pete? There's a few birds around, man. You'll probably be able to see. These guys are some of my favourite Australian birds, magpies. Absolutely beautiful. Hopefully they don't swoop down and attack me. I think we're out of breeding season. But you probably saw that video that I posted a while back on the Facebook page where the guy on the cycler, the guy on the bike got attacked by that magpie. I think he got swooped. It came down, it swooped and attacked his head like 13 times. But yeah, most of the time these guys are actually really nice birds. And they have a really beautiful call that they use at sunset and sunrise. So you guys might actually get to hear it in the background if we're lucky. If we are lucky, but all at the moment that I can hear, and I'm not sure you might be able to hear, are lorikeets, those parrots, those really, really annoying, loud parrots. Anyway, so today I wanted to give you guys a bit of an announcement, I guess partially an update as well. I'm working on a Ned Kelly episode for the first month of that subscription course that I'm trying to come up with online. So the first month is going to be Ned Kelly, and I'm partially telling you so that it holds me to it now and I have to deliver. I have to actually do what I say. I have to go and make this episode on Ned Kelly. I can't just keep procrastinating and what do we say in English? We say, or my dad always used to say, piss farting around. If you piss fart around, literally the word piss, to take a pee, to go to the toilet and do number ones, to piss, and to fart, obviously to fart. If you piss fart around, it doesn't mean literally you're pissing and farting. It means that you're procrastinating, you're wasting time, you're fluffing about, you're not doing anything substantial. So stop piss farting around, dude, would be like stop being lazy, stop wasting time and be productive. Go and do something. Stop procrastinating. So I'm telling you that I want to do the Ned Kelly episode so that it forces me to go do it and deliver, so that I can't just keep piss farting around with ideas. I have to. Hey guys, sorry the audio cut out here while I was doing this video. I'm not sure exactly what happened, but as you would have heard, I was talking about the Ned Kelly episode and wanting to hold myself accountable by mentioning that to you guys. And then I also lead into the fact that I recently put together and uploaded a free ebook and audio course on the most common contractions in Aussie English, and that all you have to do to get that course is enter your email and subscribe to the email list on the Aussie English website. So go check that out and we'll continue with the episode now. Sorry again about that, guys. So some really common contractions in English, so an audio course that will be accompanied with an audio book, and I'm going to give this away for free when people sign up for the email subscription to the website. So I've set up an email subscription. If you've noticed or haven't noticed, that's at the top of the page. You can chuck your email and your first name in and give me your email effectively, and if and when I have something of import, when I have something interesting to tell you, which isn't going to be very often, I might add, I am not going to spam you. I promise you. I freaking hate that. I fucking hate that when people just spam after you give them your email. I do not plan to do that to you guys. I only ever plan to send you something that I think is going to either be useful or that I've just released on the website, and yeah, I really do not plan at all to spam you guys, so feel safe knowing that your emails are safe with me. Just going to check. So aside from that, so I've put the emails up there, or the email subscription service, because apparently any successful online business needs one of these, so I worked out how to do it. Genius. And yeah, I want to give you something in return. If you trust me with your email and your name, obviously, I want to give you guys, there you go, little magpie. This one's actually just a baby, so it's still brown, and its parents are actually all around me in the background here looking for food. And this guy's just chilling out, waiting for his parents to run back over and put the food in his mouth, literally. Very lazy, the little ones. I just lost my train of thought. Okay, so yeah, anyway, in return for giving me your email, I plan to give you guys a free course where I'm gonna cover the contractions, gonna, wanna, have to, need a, and I think I've also got in there, what else? A bonus section with dunno and don't ya. So I've put that together today. I recorded all of that. I have to go through and fiddle with that and tinker away as we went over recently. I've got to go and tinker with, well, hopefully actually be productive though, not just waste time and do it unskillfully. But I need to go and put together the ebook once I've edited down all of the audio files. And so yeah, if you guys want a copy of that, just put your email in, subscribe to the website. If you've already subscribed and you still want a copy, then just send me an email and I'll send it to you guys. It's not an issue at all. So yeah, aside from that, I spent most of today just cleaning up my room. So I actually moved everything around and worked up a sweat. And working up a sweat is when you end up sweating a lot from work. So you're doing work, whether it's exercise or physical, actual work for a company or something. So that's the phrase, to work up a sweat. So sort of like work it up to get a sweat going, to be exercising, to be working hard, and to get sweaty, to get sweat. So I was working up a sweat. I was working like crazy in my room, moving all this stuff around, vacuuming, cleaning the house. So that was my Sunday. Bumming around, as we say in Australian English. To bum around is to be lazy, doing very little of anything aside from obviously working on the podcast. Thought I would come out and go for a walk because I've been inside all day, so I felt pretty lazy. So I'm just sort of wandering around in this field here, as you can probably see in the background, and looking at the city behind me. You can probably just see the city here. So these are some of the big buildings in Melbourne. So I love this park. It's Royal Park. For those of you who live in Melbourne, this is Royal Park. Beautiful, beautiful park. You can bring your dogs here. You can walk your dogs, you can run, you can use your bikes. And it's actually a really good place to see nice gum trees. So, I mean, there's gum trees all throughout Melbourne, but there's a lot of actual, bushland, I want to say. Kind of. It's not really thick bush, but it's probably about as thick as it's going to get in the city here. So definitely come and check it out if you live in Melbourne or are visiting Melbourne. It's pretty nice. Anyway, aside from that, just been working all weekend at the restaurant, smashing that out, trying to be productive. I got this new microphone and I'm obviously walking around, and one thing that you guys probably have noticed with me making the assumption that the microphone protector is actually working is the lack of wind. Finally, huh? So I took the liberty. I ordered a microphone and its protector, and it's actually worked out really well. I was expecting it to be pretty average, but this one seems to be good. This is the directional mic that I think I showed you guys in a previous video, and I've chucked it on the side here so that you can, well, I can walk around and just use it when I'm out and about doing stuff. So yeah, anyway, that's probably long enough for this episode, guys. Let me know what you think of the new mic, and I'll see you soon.